2024 has been a huge year for Starfield modding and Starfield in general, especially with the release of the Creation Kit earlier this summer. For those of you who have followed this channel throughout this year, you already know that I am a huge Mass Effect fan, and that this channel covers all things Mass Effect pretty heavily. And with Starfield being a sci-fi RPG, I couldn't help but completely mod out my Starfield with as many Mass Effect mods as I could. So here are some of the best mods for all of you Mass Effect fans out there that I covered on this channel in 2024. But before we begin, if you love Mass Effect, Starfield, and Starfield modding, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below what sort of Mass Effect mods you want to see implemented into Starfield in 2025. Also, you can check out the full versions of these mod showcases in the Starfield mod showcase playlist on my channel. Now, let's get right into it. Mass Effect Legion as Vasco Companion Replacer by Arakoth7323 on Nexus Mods. And this mod does exactly what it sounds like. It replaces the companion Vasco with the companion Legion from the Mass Effect series. And it doesn't just replace their looks, but also their animations and the voice. That's right. This mod implements Legion's voice from an AI generator from a different Starfield mod called Legion Voice from mod author 630R63, which is absolutely incredible. There's no better way to make this as immersive as it can be by actually making the Legion model replacement sound like Legion. Every single one of Vasco's lines within Starfield is now replaced with an AI generated version of Legion's voice from Mass Effect. Just take a listen to these lines, it's incredible.
Conversational protocols engaged. It is impossible to read Barrett. He is neither a book nor a block of code. If you are asking for a summary of my observations on his behavior, I will provide one. It is useless to attempt defeating him. I advise a hasty retreat. It will save your life.
As I mentioned earlier, the animations have also been replaced for Legion so that he doesn't move like Vasco, that Legion actually moves like Legion from Mass Effect. It's really cool. This mod is paired up perfectly with Arakoth7323's other mod, the N7 Commander Shepard armor. If you're looking to turn your Starfield into an overhauled game to make it feel like a new Mass Effect RPG, this is a great pairing to add to your mod list if you love Mass Effect. Normandy SR-2 ship by Ainsley Mods on Nexus Mods. This mod simply replaces the Starborn ship in the vanilla Starfield game with the Normandy SR-2 ship from Mass Effect 3, specifically because of the blue paint instead of the yellow from Mass Effect 2. This mod was created before the Creation Kit released, and so the mod author has put a disclaimer out there that this is the best that they could possibly do without mod tools. The mod author also claims that once mod tools become available, that they will add a more fleshed out model of the ship and hopefully bring it over to the creations menu for both Xbox and PC. So for now, this mod can be a little bit buggy. The mod author recommends flying exclusively in third person when in space, and you can still move around the ship interior as normal, but there's some clipping issues which the mod author hasn't been able to avoid until now that the Creation Kit is released. And finding the door to get into this ship is a bit of a journey itself. You kind of have to glitch your way into it. It's a little strange at first. I recommend just using the arrows to get on the ship just like you would any other mission in the game. And for fans of the Mass Effect series, you'll know that the Normandy is not exactly meant to be able to land on planets, and neither is this ship in Starfield as well. Yes, obviously you can still land on planets as a mechanic, but since the Normandy itself doesn't really have that feature as a ship, it looks really weird. But as far as the actual Normandy SR-2 model itself looks, I don't have really any complaints about this. At this point in time, I'm not exactly sure how this mod author was able to create this asset for the Normandy ship, but it looks like it was plucked straight out of the Mass Effect universe. It looks absolutely perfect in both the way that it looks and the size and scale of it. And I can't lie, this thing looks pretty sweet out in space, and it's really fun to just fly around, look at, do some combat with, take some pictures of. It's really, really cool and really, really heartwarming to all of the Mass Effect fans out there that also play Starfield. If I'm gonna add a Mass Effect mod into my Starfield modding showcase, there's no better way to start off with my first Mass Effect mod being Mass Effect N7 Armor by Arakoth7323. And this mod does exactly what it says by adding the N7 armor from the series Mass Effect as a standalone spawnable spacesuit with both the female and male armor variants. And this is specifically Commander Shepard's default N7 armor from Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3. And this mod even includes just a little bit of gameplay as it is craftable. The armor can be crafted without any required skills or materials at any industrial workbench in the game. And from there, you can mix and match what parts of the N7 armor you want to have on, or a combination of the 4 pieces of the spacesuit with the helmet, the spacesuit, and the backpack, all coming together to make the complete set. Right off the bat, I can go ahead and say that this armor mod looks perfect. It's absolutely beautiful from head to toe. It's high res, it looks great, and it actually fits in the Starfield universe quite well. It doesn't stick out like that much of a sore thumb. This mod also features 2 different skin versions of the armor, featuring a polished version of the N7 armor and a worn version of the N7 armor, which is really cool, adding just a little bit more gameplay. To do this, go to any spacesuit workbench in the game and you can swap the skin between polished and worn. Pretty cool. And the reason why this armor mod looks so good is because this model was actually taken from the Mass Effect game itself. This modder has credited the N7 3D model and textures coming from Electronic Arts and BioWare via specifically Mass Effect Andromeda, as you can get this armor set in Mass Effect Andromeda. Unfortunately, this means that the N7 armor likely won't be coming to Xbox through the creations menu, as I'm not sure what the entire rules are with having a product of EA or BioWare as a mod through the creations menu. So right now it's only available through Nexus Mods, which is, you know, obviously a mod catalog where pretty much anything goes. So hopefully one day there's a mod author that makes their own custom models and textures for N7 armor, so maybe it can get onto the Xbox creations menu one day so that Xbox players can have some awesome N7 armor as well. But as I said earlier, longtime fans of the channel will understand that I love Mass Effect and I love Starfield. If you want more Starfield mod showcases specifically around Mass Effect on this channel, please leave a like and comment down below what you want me to do and see. I would love your guys' feedback on that. There's a ton of really cool mods that I want to take a look at and showcase for you guys. There's one that I have in mind that I think is incredible. So support this video, like it up, comment that you want to see it, and I'll be sure to deliver that to you as soon as I can. And as always, for all things Mass Effect, for all things Starfield, and all things sci-fi gaming, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys.